Okay, so now live on boomlanguages.com. If you log in, you have a streak indicator. I think it's accurate. Hopefully, I mean, I tested it, but there might be some quirky things about it. You have an indicator of how much you've done in the last 28 days. This probably needs to change to the last 7 days, but that'll play in soon. Logging hasn't changed, except that it has notes now and a details and edit page. So whatever. That's it. And then not live yet. I have in work a goals feature. You can hit new. How do you want to improve your Spanish? Time frame, day, week, month. So every week I want to spend 15 minutes listening. Save. It doesn't work yet, but that's where we're at. Okay, so here we are, week 2, sprint 1. Let's just dive into it, make this a little quicker today. So here's the Gantt chart. As you can see, we're losing our lead. It was a tough week to keep up with, but still finished the week's task ahead. And started with some of these. Not quite done the create goal task, so I couldn't check that off, but I got to start. And then I also started checking out how to get Boom back on mobile, which was more challenging than expected. Closed out some of these issues, had a bunch of tech debt from the log stuff to clean up. And of course, knocked out this week's tasks for the skill counts and the streak. Upcoming issues, the Boom to mobile. If I can get it done, I will. But obviously the focus is on the goals. Working on create goal right now. And Darren had a great suggestion about using minutes, or rather just using time instead of all these different units like pages and all that stuff. It does get very complicated. Time invested is really the great equalizer, I suppose, because we all have very finite amounts of time, and number of pages read, for example, does not necessarily correlate exactly to how much effort you put in. It depends on your level, but time invested and intensity, which is difficult to measure, those are real. So open source, question mark. I was struggling with this a little bit this week. Should I make Boom open source? So a lot of pros and cons. I've struggled with this before. I'm thinking about it, but I don't think I'm ready to do it. So pros, could probably find some people who would love to work on it. People can benefit from the work I've done so far because they can go through the source code. And these devlogs can be more informative because they can go for a deep dive into the code and basically go through every single change. The con, and the reason that's keeping me from doing it, as much as I'd love for people to benefit from the work I've done, I also don't want somebody to just scoop up what I have, run with it, pour a bunch of resources, people, and money into it, and then come up with a paid solution. That being said, what I have is probably not that valuable. The code's probably not that valuable, and I'm giving away the ideas for free here anyway. So maybe that's just maybe that's silly, but honestly, it's really hard to give up a code base and an idea that I've been working on for so long. But I am thinking maybe that is a way to go. And thanks to Darren, I have a few good examples of people who made it work when it came to open source. There's 3 right here. I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Darren, but those were great examples, pretty inspiring to see some folks make open source projects and make money from them as well. So reflection, I'm trying to keep this short, so I'm just going to say challenges: working completely alone, staying consistent, and abandoning all the other cool projects that I want to work on is tough. Exporting to mobile is also a tough technical challenge. We'll see if I can get through that. Successes and progress: closed out some tech debt, added streaks, got feedback and future feature ideas, thanks Darren, and started adding goals. And wish I had more to share, but that's it for this week. So thanks for watching.